I need to know, Ling. Thanks for being a moderator, by the way. Can you hear me? Is the audio okay? Please let me know if we can continue. You can't really hear me? Okay. How about that? Did I fix it? Are there chipmunks? Yeah. Yeah. It's been a while. I'm a little bit rusty. It's true. A little bit rusty, a little bit crusty. Easy on the crusty. How are you? Perfect. That's good. So we'll go ahead and get into this reading. And for those of you listening in the future, thanks for the general heartfelt, you know, three bars of fame, 3 seconds of hey, can we do it? Let's start here with this trickster card. This is pretty interesting. Let's see. We're reading from the Native Spirit deck. By who is this? By Denise Lynn. We should show this. Just show this real quick. It's really nice. I've held on to this one through the times. Let's see if we can find it. The Trickster. Should have had the pages marked before I started, right? Here we go. Tribal Dancer. That would have been a cool one to have. Trickster. Here we go. Hi, Anjali. Okay. So this here, the card on the left. Hold on. Man. More background music issues. There we go. Okay. Here on the left, we're off to a slow kick and start here tonight, but that's all right. Things are not as bad as they seem. Something that seems bad may in fact be good, and vice versa. Don't take everything at face value. Look beneath the surface. This card encourages you to try to find humor or gentle amusement in seemingly difficult situations. It also encourages you to have some irrepressible fun. Step out of the mold, step out of the comfort zone, and treat your spirit and your soul to something vibrant and new. In the indigenous traditions, there is the concept of the tricksters. The trickster is often depicted as a wily coyote, but sometimes the trickster is a human called Heyoka. There is a lighthearted, fun aspect to the trickster, but also the caution to tread carefully because things are not always as they seem. Be discerning. What appears to be a good opportunity may, in fact, not be. The wonderful aspect of this card choosing you is that it offers the opportunity to step out of the old, outmoded ways of perceiving yourself. The trickster also allows you to see yourself in an entirely new way and asks you to step out of old routines and habits that might be keeping you stagnant. And I think we've all got those. That's it's an interesting card. That little wolf or fox or coyote or whatever, he's pretty careful, but he's always making sure that he's not doing anything to endanger himself or his future. It's all about like survival mode. And the trickster element has like deeper kind of Taoist connotations. They cite the Native American traditions here, but also like in Taoism, you can kind of get a sense, wait, we're not even allowed to talk about the Tao. Right. Okay, never mind. Like I said, we're off to a rolling start here. Let's go on because this is Aquarius season. Maybe we'll get back to the trickster. Maybe there'll be a trickster here tonight. Hey? And we're going to look at the spirit of the air. Well, if we can find it. Here we go. Spirit of the air for Aquarius season. Do we have any Aquarians? In that, yeah, we're rusty. Clarity and expansive perception of life is emerging. You're being advised to see life from a higher perspective. Clear out your mental clutter. Breathe. All is well. Do not be concerned. The cobwebs are being cleared away. Communicate your truth. Take care of details. Pay attention and don't let things slip through the cracks. Take some time to hear the truth of others, listening empathically. Spirit is whispering to you. Open your mind to see a situation in a new light. The spirit of air represents the mental aspect of your life. It is the part that has capacity to discern, analyze, organize, evaluate, and judge. Though seemingly subtle and unseen, air is composed of the most rarefied energy fields, and we're in constant communication with the vast universe through our breathing. The spirit of air carries the energies of change and transformation, inspiration, aspiration, mental clarity, freedom, perception, communion, and communication. The element of air also allows you to see situations from a higher perspective. This card can indicate that it's time to do some major clutter clearing and organizing. Clear all this stuff out of here. Get rid of it all. The clutter must be gone. Dial 1-800, come get my junk. Well, maybe that's a different service altogether. Welcome everybody. It's nice to see you. Ling and Anjali are here on a late night Tuesday night. 99.9 presents the good old-fashioned love. It's just a good old-fashioned love song coming down in 3-part harmony. All right. So Ling and Anjali, you hit it right off the top. How can I be of service? How can I help? We'll go Ling first and then Anjali because that looks like the order that they have appeared. It is only 8 o'clock at night. 8 p.m. here. 10 p.m. Here is 8 p.m. We're in the west. We're out west. Way out. Pew, 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 pew. It's like the critical cowboy of fiduciary communication. Whatever. It is oh, hi Kim, didn't see you there. No, welcome. It's dry up here. Luckily, it's been a warm January for us. Normally, it's like really cold, but we've been having some really lucky weather with the air that comes down off the mountain and through the river valley. It keeps it like kind of like a little bit warmer from time to time. So yeah, the spirit of air. Think about that, hey? Like holy plandemic. The spirit of it, like if everyone was meant to die, everyone would have died. Like if it was that, like if it was what they said it was, we would all died. There would have been bodies piled up in the street. The spirit of air won't let that happen. No matter how much they monkey around and try and squirt mosquito juice up our noses, into our veins, and into the atmosphere, the spirit of air will carry it all away. They can't stop us now. All right. Malaysia, raining every day. It's the rainy season. We have friends in Malaysia. We have friends in Scotland. We have friends we have a lot of friends in the lower 48 and the Great White North. Alaska too. Don't forget Alaska. I don't know if we have any Hawaii fans. We got some people from down under, so that's good. There is a polar vortex. What is that? What is a polar vortex? Is it an atmospheric river? Polar vortex. Big, scary words to get you to stay inside and out of nature because the weather is so fierce. You know what? It's cold. It's ice cold. What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. But yeah, it's a polar vortex. It's the dark side of the Kim Kardashian butt cheeks. I don't know who writes this stuff. Thanks, Ling. All the way from Malaysia. Welcome. You got a question? You're up first. It goes Ling, Anjali, and then Kim. We can do it that way. We can do whatever we want to do. It's our show. It's our time. It's our corner of the internet. Um, Ain't nobody gonna stop us now. Cold is good, but always hot here. Yeah. Oh man. It's yeah, and you get like spiders the size of your head and big like we get cold, but we don't have to like worry about like spiders eating our children. Okay, so that's different. So it's just life on planet Earth. But yeah, rainy Malaysia. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay dry. Absolutely. Okay, Ling, thank you so much for a super sticker. Little Foxy is good. There's the little trickster. You picked a good one. We got a running theme here with the little Foxy going on. I saw the craziest thing on the way home from work. Okay, here we go. I was going to tell some big, long, convoluted story, but Ling finally posted her question. Can we check on ST's feelings and actions towards me? Sure we can, Ling. Oh, street. ST, I feel like the abbreviation for street. Easy street. Does ST wear their underwear super tight? Is it? Oh wait, that's me. Hold on. Okay, good to go. Sorry, I got the energies mixed up a little bit. Let's check on it how ST is feeling. Going with the flow. Today was a bit of an intense day collectively. Some people flowed with it a lot better than others. Like January 2-4, not much really goes. I don't even know what. If it's just January 25th already there. It's 11:11. It's 11:11 a.m. January 25th over there. But yeah, what we're coming. I think he's coming out of like slept well, a good rest because yesterday was a bit intense. Okay, let's check on ST's feelings for Ling the Aries, please. ST feelings for Ling the Aries. Let's head over. Let's see if this tarot table's working over here. We can do it. ST, show us ST and Ling the Aries, please. So today is presenting as a reversal on a Six of Pentacles, right? Somebody feels that something isn't fair, right? Oh, something just isn't working out right. Wow. Do you guys hit a bit of like a bump in the road, Ling? Four of Wands, celebration, Six of Cups. Somebody's feeling it a lot more than the other person, okay? I got somebody here who's like, feels frustrated, okay? Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, reverse. And the other side feels absolutely in celebration. It's almost like, is this ST person like a Gemini at all? Because it's like, it might be an earth sign as well. But it's like, there's two different sides. He's presenting as two separate energies. The first side is like, I'm super frustrated. Nothing's working out. Nothing seems to be working as it should, working properly. But then like the next minute, it goes over to Four of Wands, Six of Cups, which is like happy la la land, daydream land. So it's interesting that, yeah. He is a Taurus. Yeah, it could be an earth sign. Taurus closer to Gemini, maybe. Because it's presenting as two different people depending on the mood, what's going on. This guy is frustrated, but this guy wants to party. This guy wants to celebrate, okay? And as far as you go, it's kind of like when you guys aren't talking about like mundane stuff, it's better to keep your guys' conversation like kind of dreamy and kind of like focus and concentrate on what's right with life as opposed to like the nitty gritty and the what's fair, what's not fair. I mean, those are things that you can wrap up in a few minutes, but like these cards here, it almost suggests like half of this guy doesn't feel like it's working, or it feels frustrating, or it feels like a struggle. But as soon as it comes time to get together and party, it's almost like there's like fantasy about you, or like very, very dreamlike, nostalgic, like, best time of your life, right? Like the Four of Wands is representative of marriage in the lower pip, right? It's the card of like celebration, introduction, and togetherness. You were exes long ago? Okay. Well, that makes a bit more sense too, right? Because this we have the nostalgia of the connection in the past, right? Six and Four of Wands. But the frustration, this comes from life. This comes from like, maybe this is what caused you guys to break up in the first place, right? But this person fantasizes still about you, and but the nuts and bolts of like what's actually going on, how much time you actually have for one another, right? There's 9 pentacles up there, so it means that these energies are in a much more subtle state than this here, which comes out as a 1, right, on the good side. But the energy is like split right down the middle. So I don't know why that is. If he's just currently frustrated, like trying to tap into his energy. Is he frustrated with you? I think thoughts of you bring him happiness and like irony and like sometimes some bittersweet thoughts, right? But yeah, whatever's got this guy frustrated, maybe you've tried to help him out with it in the past before and it's only led to more troubles. Or maybe this is a like, why is this so unfair? Why can't I get what I want with all this work that I put in? You know, 3 of Pentacles especially reversed there, not working well with others currently. So it might be a very challenging time for you guys here in February. But currently, and it's because it's going to be intense. Like it's going to be a pretty busy time. It's going to be intense, and it's really going to be like time for buckling up and buckling in. We don't always have as much time as we would like to spend with other people. And that's maybe this is where this frustration comes in from ST Ling, is that there's a frustration that there can't be more time, that there can't be more opportunity, more sacred space to develop some of that. But it's not like you guys, it shows when you start working on something, it doesn't really like pan out. But at the same time, it's like when you get into a dreamlike state, or when the romance is there, or when the world seems to fall away and you're not thinking about tomorrow, you're just enjoying each other's company right there in the moment. That is like a very bright aura. That is like a very, that's where the two of you like really want to stay. Um, but then as everything, it comes and goes in waves. So when the wave is low, it's like, okay, well, the heights of romance, okay, we're going to come back in for a smooth landing and a little bit of reality. And then it's like that smooth landing, it turns out to be a bit of a bumpy ride because you're waiting for that wave to come back up again, and no talking about how to make sure that that happens is going to help ensure that that happens. It's just waiting for that magic moment to sort of strike again. And that's kind of like the key words, or the key takeaway from this, I think, are like the magic moments. 6 of Cups was there saying like, it's really important to capitalize when the two of you are both feeling it. That's go time. And as best as the two of you can do to put the world aside in order to make time for each other to do that, that's going to be where it's at, right? Hopefully he knows how to make up his time, make up his mind, and make up his time. I don't know. It's like, oops, blackout. It's like every couple days things shift. It's like, it's not really bipolarity. It's just like really thinking about certain aspects of life get him riled up, worked up, like fired up even, okay? But then his like softer side, or maybe like the divine side of him, it's very loving, it's very gracious. It's like that you said he was Taurus, and then that's right, because it is like that deep loving heart that like it knows no bounds yet respect these boundaries. It's very tricky to navigate. Yeah, the magic moment, and you're a conscious co-creator, Ling. You can help elongate that wave. You can kind of mold and shape and do things in the way that you do to manifest more magic moments, right? This is about like you feeling it and then having enough so it bubbles over, so that him just ST just being in your company, it bubbles over, and then all of a sudden ST is feeling it. So it's like you kind of like wink wink nudge nudge, you did it. No, not the only you did it. Okay? You did it. Lots of love, Ling. Thank you so much for the question. It's always nice to be of service. And thanks again for the audio feedback. We appreciate it. Hi, Empress. See you there in the chat room. Okay. Oh, yeah. And Kim is here. That's nice. We got some friends. It's good to have friends. Even if I beg and plead for them. Please, God, give me some friends. All right. I hope so too. Magic moments become reality. Yes, exactly. A little eau de toilette, or perhaps some, oh, je ne sais quoi. I don't know, the big hooker hoops and the lipstick. Whatever does it. Whatever does it. No judgment here, only laughter. Thank you so much. Love you lots, and thanks for the super sticker. Hey, super sticker. Let's give Ling a round of applause and a power oracle for moving forward. Thanks for the little foxy, the little trickster was there. Thank you so much. Okay, that's what she said. Thank you so much. That's what she said. Yeah. Oh yeah. And if you're watching, please do. I don't know if we can beat the algorithm. They know we're up to no good over here. They don't like the way we think. Oh my goodness. No, it's true. They don't like the way we think. Okay. Welcome back, Asmo. Good to see you. Okay. So this fell out for you. Okay, you've got two that have fallen out. The Animal Kingdom. Wow. It's like... how does that song go? You and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. I don't even know if they still have Discovery Channel, but it's like, it's mating season. That's the other part about those magic moments, right here in the animal kingdom. What do animals put up with that we just kind of like, the weather. We were talking about this, the polar vortex, the weather. Yeah, 103.8, the bear. Not FM radio. See, the weather, okay? Rain makes people feel a certain way. That's another tool you can use to manifest magic moments, because you know that like certain times of year and certain weather patterns cause a little bit of, shall we say, randiness within, most people. We're really influenced by the weather and the seasons much more than we realize, especially in the heart and the sacral areas, because they are our connection to others, to people, right? So it makes us feel a little bit naughty, maybe a little bit naughty, but again, willing to use those moments where, oh my goodness, it's raining. It's raining, it's pouring. We might as well be snoring. Emphasis on the we, right? Because, that's a nice place to be for magic moments, right? I'm just pillow talking with my friend. Okay, Animal Kingdom. Oh, and unconditional love. Don't forget, Ling. The love you take must be equal to or greater than the love you make. Okay? The love you make must be equal than or greater to the love you take. Okay? And it is. This person, if you find the right outlets with this person, it's good. It's good. But you have to help alleviate some of that frustration he has. Okay. And I don't know the best way to do that. Who next? Anjali. Oh, and Casmo's here. Welcome, Casmo. And Elle is here too. So hi to Casmo. Hi, Casmo. And Elle. Welcome, Elle, Casmo, and Elle. Thank you so much for tuning on. It's 99.9. We just completed our first reading of the evening. We're off to a pretty slow start, but we are back. This program and the whole station, the whole production tower, brought to you by the good people at The Real Thank You Water, who remind you when you drink water, think thank you. Because drinking water in appreciation puts magic and it trickles down through your whole being. All the way through. Till it's time to go to the little tarot reader's room. Okay? Yep, sure. Absolutely. And if you wonder why this tarot channel of all tarot channel borders on the absurd, is because the absurd is the place that you go to when you are arrived. When you're there, there's nowhere left. There's nothing left other than absurdity. It's like the last thing before the universe creates itself. It's how bizarre, not even bizarre, it's absolutely absurd. Just like the good people at the Real Thank You Water who really appreciate your patronage and viewership to this channel. Don't forget, because subscribing makes you feel good. It doesn't though, but remember, when you think water, think thank you. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. And no salesperson will ever visit. Okay. Thank you. We're doing well. As Anjali got a chance to post here, we're post toasties. We're post oatmeal. Post oatmeal. Get your whole wheat rolled oats. I'll be right back. Hold on 2 seconds. Oh. There we go. Just like in the days of old. We are doing well. We're sitting here in January. I hope you're all doing very well. It's nice that we still can meet here at this little YouTube channel, and it'll always be free. It will always be. You'll see people come and go. You'll see some streams busier than others. You might even see some different kinds of programming on this. But basically, what we do is we just spit a lot of tarot, and we say hi to our friends. This is safe space for arrived human beings, no matter how absurd it might seem. Okay, second call for Anjali. Anjali sometimes has to, she comes and goes. She comes and goes. Come a chameleon. The Casmo rolls. The Casmo rolls. Kim, are you there? Are you there, Kim? We're calling out for Kim. I think Anjali bounced. Pretty sure she's gone. And how's the stream tonight? Is it shutting off for anybody? Is the audio good? Please. I think hopefully everything's doing well. Empress is here. Welcome, Empress. Call out for Empress too. Hopefully the chat's not too delayed. There's Kim. There's Kim. She jumps in. Thanks, Kim. See, you saved me. You saved me from going under. I had no shtick. I had no routine. I had no episode. I could have an episode. But no episode January 24th. All right, Kim. We got some Oracle cards rolling. Do you have a question for Tarot? Do you just want to sit back, relax, and enjoy the energy? What's up? What are you going through? Where are you calling from? Please remind us all how awesome you are. Hey, Ron. Wow. We've got friends in low places. I'm not saying that because your name is Runt, but it just... struck me at the right moment. Oh man, Runt, how are you? It's been a minute. Good. Who's coming towards you in love next? Let's have a look. Angelica G. Angelica G. I think I saw you here the other night, Angelica G. I've got your name written down for sure. And and Christine, you guys, Christine Lepro. Christine has been with us since like 2018, 2017 maybe. Christine Lepro. Welcome, Christine. Good to see you. Hey. We're still doing it. We're still alive. My hair is turning gray and I'm losing my mind. But yeah, this can be a journey. This doesn't have to be like a party. It's always a safe little YouTube channel, a place to go. All right, but right now, we're looking for people. We're looking for the who. Show us people, Tarot, that would be coming towards Kim Regan with either A, romantic intentions, B, unconditional love, B, busy bee, a young earth sign, a steadfast and true friend, someone that does have time for you. Okay, this is like an excess of time, but it's also the person with unconditional love coming towards you shows as younger earth sign. Could be Virgo or Capricorn as well. Okay, it could be just saying, could be. All right, let's have a look now for Kim Regan. Show us the people. What people coming towards in love? You can't make this up. Wow. Well, there we go. There's a people. There's a lover. You got a little bit of clearing and decluttering to do, I feel like, Kim. It shows you're not matching well with water signs per se, as well as you are potentially with Gemini, air, and earth signs being the thing. There was like a lack of communication or a loss of communication. This tower combined with this Eight of Wands is kind of like, maybe these are just like heavy duty boundaries that have been put up. Maybe you've imposed them or you have set certain criteria within your mind that is kind of restricting your flow as of late. You're in full control. You have so much love in your heart, and that is apparent. But the question is like, how how much rain do we give it? It's like, do you let your unconditional love run around in the backyard? Do you turn it absolutely free to see if it comes back to you before you're able to like trust it fully? It's like you're tentative about opening your heart because of past hurt, because of past pain. And this isn't like a story that's like, a lot of people go through this, but it's showing like communication about that love, it might need to change. Like the trickster at the top of the show was saying, the old outdated modalities in which we're used to, maybe like in terms of attracting love to where we actually go to see if we can find someone, like the sea, like the fishes in the sea, where we go to look for said love or to find it. It's, even though new modalities, some of them are already very played out. I get a sense that there is a Gemini that appears at a time in your life, and this could be any time in the next 6 months. But I see a Gemini here that comes out of like a chance meeting, or like somebody that you might initially have gotten off on the wrong foot with, turns out to like have some romantic interest in you. But be done with people that are not worthy of you also. There's a big, let's go back to that for a minute. There's a big message in this, like, there are people that their idea of love is not on the same page or not even on the same level as you. And even if you tried to communicate the level that your heart was on, the level of love that you are able to, like, I don't know, just hold within, like turn into like potential energy, this is like an abundance of love. The card is there. The heart chakra is open, but it's very difficult. It almost feels like you've been prone to disappointment, and therefore like part of you might be like kind of geared up or rigged up for disappointment. But this is about changing the modality. Forget for a minute like your ability to communicate love. I mean, it's a lot easier said than done. There are a lot of like societal and conditional things which makes it very difficult to reach that level of with someone in these days and times. But your person is out there. It's just they either haven't found you yet or haven't faced you yet, or still have not finished learning the levels that are required for like the foundation to love on the level that you wish to share it. Because it doesn't mean that there's not a lot of people out there for you. Your person is out there. But I feel like the communication aspect, it's almost like I picture your lover not even knowing the full extent of what's there, and then you having to almost like train that energy and show that energy to allow it to grow into what it can become, and then to a point, well, therefore then it's satisfying to you. But that's like long-term stuff. That's like a long-range plan, and it's like there's a lot of living to do in the in-between time. So yeah, somebody you got off on the wrong foot with. I don't see it as an X, but this is like a chance meeting of two people, because the Tower card is there as well, right? With the two people in it, right? It shows as reverse though, which is good because it's a stability. It's a stability in the communication. It's not really it's like hopefully not the stability of the inability, right? Maybe there are some certain things that your mind is holding on to that could really be restricting the energy, that narrows the window of potentiality for that lover to come through to you in a more expedited timeline, if we could say it that way. It's like if you could expand that through letting go of certain conditionings, through conscious meditations, being like, show me, what am I holding on to that is not required for me to hold on to anymore. It's like this kind of work. Then we can open up some potentialities. Because right now I'm seeing younger Earth sign, Gemini. Water signs are completely out of the picture as of now. Okay? But this can all change. We're reading the energies for today. You fell out with a water sign. Yeah. And it's like the stability of the inability. That one hurt a lot. That was like a bit of a sting. And it's kind of like maybe you just need a more evolved, more arrived friends and social circles. And if you can break into some of those, it would be like you would have your pick of the litter. No problems galore. So think about that consciously. Like, where am I putting myself? Where am I placing myself? Is it the best, or is it just an old, outdated modality, right? Sort of thing. Because the decay rate on some of this stuff is very quickly. The public house is tried and true, right? The grocery stores as of late have been heating up for those of you on the romance scene and in the singles town. Don't worry, I'm there too. The supermarkets are heating up. People are looking for one another. So as long as you can get over that shyness, any introvertedness, and even initiate at times, okay? Ladies, I'm talking to you. The supermarket is heating up. Guarantee. I see it in people's eyes. Okay. Welcome, Angelica G. I got you on the list. Don't you worry. You're coming up real quick. The list goes like this. We want to read for Empress, Casmo, L, Rund, Angelica, and Christine Lepro. But that was for Kim. And Kim, the beat goes on. Okay? Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. That's a tricky question. That's always a tricky question, because like, what's coming next for me in love? It's like, well, what are you creating in your mind heart centers? Like, is it Fabio? Is it, or is it just like everything? Like, bleh. I want to splash myself across something beautiful, and I see the love energy surrounding the trees. Like, once you get there, and once those heart centers are open and flowing, like, the rest follows. The lower three chakras are just like bing, bang, boom, 100%. Maybe I need to go to the supermarket. Yeah. But it's like, don't go and look for it. You have to go and just kind of subtly keep an eye out for it. And then be ready to take initiative, or at least play a little game of cat and mouse as you're shopping for post toasties. That, which is not an endorsement by this program. We never have or ever will be affiliated with Post Toasties. Okay, you're very welcome, Christine. Empress, if you're still there, please, Empress, let us know if you have a question. Are we in Minnesota? Where are we? Are we in California? It's Empress, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out. Watch out. Who's that? And then after Empress, we have Casmo. Okay, yes. Okay, another reading brought to you by the good people at The Real Thank You Water. Remind you that the reader just gets parched sometimes because he talks so much. He just needs a little drink of water to wet things down. Because if you don't get it, he's going to dry up, and then nobody gets a reading. So This is a previously what's coming towards me in February month for me and Ahmed. That's right. Yeah, this is Amara, the Libra. Amara Libra. Amara Libra. That's right. We're gonna look at February a little bit. I think we read for this before. Yeah. Then Jasmine Stonechild enters the room. Welcome, Chaz. Just call me dragon of the morning, dragon. No, not dragon. Eagle. Just call me eagle of the morning, eagle. Just say my name before you leave me, baby. Okay, let's get serious now. But not too serious, because absurdity is kind of the energy you want to be in. You know, you've been there, done that. Got the t-shirt, right? Arrived human beings. This is for Amara, please, Tarot. Tarot, we want to focus now in on Amara. Amara's a Libra. She's wondering about Ahmed for the month of February. Maybe some Valentine's Day. I got a little tickle. I got a little tickle for the Hallmark holiday. Okay, a little tickle. I choose you. All right, Amara, here we go. Let's go over the tarot table. See what's shaking. Whole lot of shaking going on. Elvis. Maybe we got some Elvis. That was a deep cut. That was a deep cut. Okay. Ooh, this is good. Sun card is here. Hangman. Hangman. All right. Seven of Cups. That's decent. And the Lover's reversed. Okay. All right. So this is going to be pretty good Aquarius season for you. I like the energy here. It shows that nothing seems to be too fated. This person is not leaving anything to chance. This person wants to make sure of themselves 100%. What I do see here is like there might be a bit of an issue of a scare around somebody like getting called away or possibly getting pregnant. Pregnant, yes, that's even possible here. We've got all kinds of symbology, you know, in here or here. You know, it's just kind of like it might be very, very romantic for you, shall we say, right up until Gemini season, which I see like, if anything, you know, come June, that's when we could look at things again between you and Ahmed, because you guys have the Sun card up here, which means it's going to be all good. There's not any kind of risk of straying. You know, he's also wondering possibly what to get you for some kind of like, I don't know if this is an anniversary, a gift, or if it just straight up is for Valentine's Day. But it's like there might be a decision he's making in terms of some declaration or some show of emotion, some show of appreciation. Okay, this will probably come. This will probably come around like the week before Valentine's Day. You might be in for a big surprise. Okay. The Hangman reverse being here, it's like nothing is fated, nothing is left to chance. Wanting to feel very secure in this relationship. I think you might receive some kind of greater declaration from this person in the month of February about expectations, kind of like commitments, or the direction, the nature of the relationship itself. But it's going to be accompanied with a gift. He's going to get you something. And just as well, be very aware that it's a very fertile and is it virile time for the both of you. So if you don't want a family, just use protection and that sort of thing, because it's going to be hot and attractive. There's a lot of sexual energy in that reading as well. Let's have a look at it again, right? It is like very phallic and at the same time very feminine. So it's got a good mixture of both of them there as well. Okay. All right. Cool. This is for February. You asked about February. I'm pretty sure we asked about February. Why did he block you? Hmm. Yeah. Are you sure that he blocked you? I don't know. I don't know that he straight up blocked you. And if he did, it's because you were like maybe being too needy. That's just a mundane. We don't need cards to know that, right? If you get blocked by somebody, it's because you're too much for them, right? Unless the person is like completely selfish, which if that's the case, then you want to do better. But there is a risk of just be careful in your exploits through February. You're sure you're blocked? Okay, well I totally misread that. I'm sorry, Casmo. Um, which it's the one in a thousand. Because I see very fertile energy and I see a gift coming for you. Okay, yeah, I'm not even so sure like who's doing the blocking, right? If it is even his choice to block you. But if he did block you, if Ahmed did block you, it's because you're over the top. We don't need cards to know that, right? So yeah, I see communicate. I see as if like nothing's wrong here. So I don't know if this is like uh, your friend. Like how friendly is your friend? But no, we totally dropped the ball there, Casmo, on that one. And that's why this is your favorite tarot station because we keep it real, 100%. So yeah, you're welcome so very, very much. I'm sorry that we didn't connect, and I'm sorry that that reading didn't resonate for you, or maybe it's just me like losing my mind. Who knows? Ow! Howl at the moon. That's what the card at the start said. Okay, thanks, Casmo. L is your turn. I've always wanted love, but when I realized how much I need to focus on myself, more that being said, something was telling me to the supermarket today, but I didn't go. The supermarkets are heating up. That's a good place to go out there and find your special boo, your special someone. Yeah. Thanks, Casmo. I have no idea why. I feel like I completely botched your reading. I don't know why you liked it. Oh my god, like I don't know, maybe that's just me. Like Elle says anything Spirit wants to tell me. Also, thanks, Legend, for doing these lives again. You're very welcome. Thanks for spending some time with us. It's good to be of service. No salesperson will ever visit. It's good to be of service, and it's fun to be here. Gives my brain somewhere to be. Right out there in the absurd side of town. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Legend, for doing these lives again. So, do you have a question, Elle? I'm sorry, I like read your blurb about going to the supermarket, and I was like, oh, she's ready, but you didn't even ask anything yet. So I've just got to hold my horses here, hold those ponies down, and wait for you to ask me a question. Namaste. Jasmine, how are you? It was so nice to see you. Thanks for being here, wherever you are these days. Hey, where'd you go? Where you been? How you doing? Oh, we have a lot of fun here. We try to. I do. I don't know if you do. Some people sit around waiting for the tarot readings and are subjected to my madness and cruelty, but it's an even trade-off. It's an even trade-off. Oh, yes, right. Just message from Spirit. That's right. Smack me upside the head. Okay, Spirit. Boom. Woo. Let's have a look. Spirit, tell us what Elle needs to know. Please show us the cards that Elle needs to see. Please give us the messages that Elle needs to hear. From Spirit now, please. All right, here we go. Elle, let's see. We've got Eight of Wands reversed. We've got Eight of Swords reversed. What else we got? Four of Wands reversed. Oh, yeah, and the Fool card here at the end. It's like Spirit is asking you to mix it up a little bit, L. You've been on like a parallel track, like a parallel timeline. See, like everything here is running parallel, everything here is running parallel, everything here is running parallel. And then there's a fool with the big stick being like, okay, we got all our ducks in a row. Now it's time to let's have some fun. That's what the cards are calling for here. It's like you need to call some old friends, make some good times, um, and actually just kind of let loose. Hopefully, financially speaking, you're in a place to be able to do that. Um, it's kind of like showing like it's been long overdue since you went out and like just really had some fun, like living in the moment. I don't know if you're like very prepared, very controlled, like Virgo type energy that keeps like everything neat and tidy and parallel and in its place. And no judgment here, only good times. We are all of the human condition. But this is what I'm saying. It's about mixing that up. Like, think about the way that you are, kind of as best you can. Like, do that. Be like, you know who you are, you know your general tendencies that make you. You've had good friends that have helped guide you as such to sort of know thyself. And then it's kind of like, well, know thyself, but then change it up, but then switch it up. Like, investigate a part of you that you don't normally allow to sort of express itself, and that could be like creatively. It's just saying mix it up. It's nothing that you like need to do. So if you haven't done creative expression in a long time, it's long overdue. Do some creative expression. If you haven't been outside of your bubble in a little while, your norm, maybe it's like simply as like taking a trip to the countryside or going to see some kind of like monumental or even like weekend getaway that you haven't been to for a while, kind of a mixer, a mover, and a shaker, just for a slight shift in perspective. It's almost like the fool is there calling you to be like, your vast wealth and knowledge of experience, like lived human experience, have brought you to this point. What are you going to do with it now? Are you just going to continue to make more sort of linear life experiences where it's like going through the motions? Or do you really want a curveball instead of a fastball? Do you really just want to twist one in there and say, you know what, I'm going to go out on a limb here and go climb a tree, go take a dip in the river, go seek out the yellow-bellied sapsucker with your binoculars, like go bird watching, whatever it could be. It's just saying a mix to the linear schedule, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. It's starting to add up, and it's like putting quarters in a slot machine. You know, okay, or maybe not a slot. I don't know. That's a horrible analogy, but kind of like linear. Clink, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all of a sudden, the slot machine goes off, and there's quarters all over the floor, and you're like, oh my god, it's time to go have a good time. It's time to actually go have fun. It's time to stimulate parts of my mind that haven't been stimulated for a long time. And it doesn't always have to be like based in a long time of nostalgia. It can be like completely novel, completely like brand new. This is new for me. This is like maybe not, if bungee jumping is not your thing, maybe it's more about like a walk through the the museum or whatever. Like it could be so, it's just asking you to mix it up to the message from spirit. There might be like an ex-spouse or a friend of yours that was separated or divorced might be coming to you for assistance, might be coming to um, ask favor of you. Four of Wands is here as we get back into this. You've done very well though in terms of overcoming some of the more subtle fears. I love your attitude of whatever it takes. It's not going to break me. It's not going to damage me beyond what I let it. It's like you're very much in control of your energy, and I love that about you. But sometimes when we're in so much control of our energy, it's hard for us to like kick things out that aren't serving us or bring in new things because it's like a change. And any type of change is like a fear of like a loss of control. As subtle as it is, it can be somewhat insidious in the subconscious and build and grow until it's like brain gotta poop, brain straight up gotta poop, brain's gotta go and do something and be stimulated through the five senses in ways that you just haven't either ever before or in a long time. You gotta mix it up. How does that go? Shake it up, mix it up. You gotta live it up. Live it up. Whoa, she told me right now. Oh, lick it up. That's Gene Simmons, formerly known as Kiss. Okay. Yeah, you gotta shake that cherry. What is that? Shake them baby cakes. Shake them pancakes. Shake those baby cakes. You gotta shake those baby cakes. Go dancing. You can never go wrong by dancing. Okay, that's right. And if it seems too much to go for a weekend get away, do the little things. You put your left foot in, you put your left foot out, you put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. And that's what it's all about. Hi, Lacey. I am Iron Man. Hi, lovely lovey. Lovely lovey is here in the house. And baby love, my baby love. Oh, how I missed you, love. Okay. All right. Christine Lepro. We're not quite to Christine. We still got Runt, Angelica G, then Christine, Jasmine Stonechild, Lacey. I am Iron Man. Lovely. Lerv. Baby Lerv and Baby Lerv. Okay, that's good. Hi, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Live from Studio 2, it's 99.9 presents, and we're presenting Late Night Tarot for January 24th. As always, brought to you by the good people at The Real Thank You Water, who remind you that when you get thirsty, you can have a little drink. It's water, and it just serves you like life. It's really good. And drink it in appreciation. Think, my goodness, I'm really thankful that I have some water right now, because you know what? Life could be a dream, sweetheart. That's you notice, like, remember at the start of the pandemic when like everybody was like rushing out and scooping up toilet paper? And no judgment here, only laughter. But at the end of the day, the really smart people should have been like rushing out to go to the dentist to make sure they didn't have cavities. Because if like things like were going to be like they said they were, and like there were bodies piling up in the street and like all hell on earth had broken loose and everybody was dying, like the survivors, like, you don't want to get a toothache like later, like after you survive and there's no dentist. That would be that would be horrible. So most people would run out and take care of their immediate needs, like, oh, my butt's been wiped. But those that keep their mind on the timeless, they would have been rushing out to the dentist. And that's probably what the rich assholes were doing. And again, no judgment here. If you're fully loaded, God love you too. But you call the dentist. You're like, oh my God, the society's about to collapse. I need to go get this bicuspid looked at. Okay? Anyways, I'll get back to you guys. Back to the show. That was just a station promo. All right. Run says, what do I need to know at the moment? The time is now 8:58 p.m. The time is now 10:58 p.m. Just kidding, Runt. At the moment, that's what you need to know. Because the moment's the moment. You need to know the moment that the moment arrives. Because if you're unaware of the moment that the moment arrives, then the moment will pass you by, and it's going to take you a moment to figure out what happened to that moment. That was a little pep talk on momentum. Who writes this shit? Honestly, Jessica, who writes this shit? Okay. Gonna get serious now. Focusing on Runt, please, Spirit. What does Runt need to know? Show us, please. What are the messages that Runt needs to hear? The cards. Show us the cards, please, that Runt needs to see. All right. All right, Runt. I feel it pretty good. I'm feeling it well. Okay. Oh, a nice even cut for Runt. Let's see what the cards are. Runt. King of Pentacles reversed. Five of Cups straight up. The Hangman is reversed here again. Runty, runty, runty. Let's go. Oh, here we go. There's the positive card I was looking for. We need to keep things light. We need to get. We're keeping it jiggly, baby. They're jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. Okay, let's start with this King of Pentacles reversed. This is kind of like, man, the stubbornness of all stubbornness. Like, who is the bull in the china shop here? We've got energy around you that is kind of like blocking or stubborn right now. I don't know if this is you, or it could present as somebody that you're dealing with as well. You might be having an unwillingness to let go of a certain idea or a certain mental construct at present time. Either that or something is eating up all your time, Runt. It's almost like you feel like there's, not as much freedom in the time that you have allotted for yourself. It's like life is demanding a lot from you right now. And it's almost like you wish you had some more wiggle room. That's kind of the long and short of it. And I think what Spirit is saying here is that there is a way to make that happen. There's a current situation that you feel tethered to, that you feel tied to, and it might not be necessarily so. The feeling that you are tied to it might come from a certain level of conditioning, that be it of society, family, or friends. Okay? But again, this is an overwhelming Taurus type energy. It also could be showing you that for you, March is going to be traditional in that it's like in like a lion, out like a lamb. Things going from feeling out of control, somebody unwavering, unbending, no progress being made, to the point that you can't feel like you can coerce the situation any longer, and then you may have to lament invested time over some reason, but you feel fated to the loss. You feel emotionally invested in something here that might not be like coming to fruition, or even it feels like you've reached an impasse. Spirit wants you to know that you created that. So what kind of inner work can you do to change yourself so that when you attempt to create something even better, you won't end up with the same results? This is kind of like a progressive message from Spirit as well. It's about getting over certain fears, worries about deeper things, deep democratic things like death, birth, the self-awareness, the self-awareness piece, like the pinnacle or the height. It's kind of like, it's a reason for all addiction. People always chase the first hit in every addiction. Life is no different. Life is an addiction, and it gets to be, whether you don't do drugs or you do, like if you don't do drugs, you will always continue to reflect upon a peak experience and try to have another peak experience, just like a drug addict. Nobody's different, right? I'm telling you, we're spitting wisdom of the ages here. They're going to be looking back at this shit in like 2553 going, these people were arrived. They were hella smart, because it is that way. And it's like we can become emotionally invested to chasing that peak experience. But it's best when it comes as a surprise. Like all of a sudden I had a peak experience. I wasn't trying. My mind wasn't on improving my life. My mind wasn't on making things better. I just wanted to relax. I just wanted to flow. I just wanted to be me. And as for how you fill your time up, maybe that's why that king is there. Maybe this is showing, like, if you do the math on the years of your life, it seems depressing and fatalistic, but really it's not. Because what it does is it adds perspective to kind of get you off your tushy a little bit and fill your time up with things that are much more, I don't know what the word is for it. They're much more beneficial to soul, beneficial to lived spiritual experience, Well, yeah, there's that, but it's more than just letting go and relaxing. It's about filling up the space in front of you with what you create. Like once you do start to relax, it's kind of like It seems counterintuitive because it's like if you relax and you're letting go, you're not really doing anything. But Spirit is saying, no, there is something there that you're meant to construct, but you're meant to construct it from a relaxed and less controlled point of view. Now, this could be an ideal that you're constructing in a mind. It could be an art project that you're constructing right in front of you. It could be life planning that you're constructing and you're putting and building the blocks and pieces together like that. Okay? But at the end of the day, it's kind of like let go of the idea that you will make it happen, that you will manifest. Because it works both ways. People say the key to manifestation is not focusing on the manifestation at all, but not focusing on the manifestation prevents you from doing the necessary work and steps towards creating that which is there, is meant, like that will be there for you in the time that you're allotted in your lifetime. This is more spirit than it is, I guess, mundane stuff. It's about a refinement, like a coal in the fire, right? You want it red hot at the end of the day, so that there's no surprises, so that you can, I don't know, it gets really out there from there, you know. It honestly, it does. It gets really out there from there because this is your journey, right? And it's just saying to me, like, no, let her know that there's needs to be something in the time, something there that you have created, but not through your own struggle, strife, suffering, or reality of doing it. It's just like it's something you become, if that makes sense. But it's a very Taurus energy. It's very, this is a lifestyle. This is how I want to do it. This is me being me outside of the 99.9% of what culture says I should be, or who culture says I should be, you know. Because culture is really funny. It's heavily conditioned, and it would even have us betray our most basic of human nature because of the incoming information. Okay? So yeah, filter your information. Don't feel fated to a past loss, and fill your time up with that which flows, not that which, you know, you have to force. And you recognize that difference. Okay? So maybe those are the three messages there in that long, like, get to the point already. Jesus Christ, he went on and on for hours and just started rambling words like nobody knew if he was making sense, but then he told us in 10 minutes what he could have said in like 3. I don't know why it works that way. It just does. Hopefully, okay, it's making sense. Okay, we're good. That's good. Oh my goodness, Empress, you missed your turn. Back of the line. Get back there. You get back there. Empress, get back. You're back to the back of the line. Okay, lots of love for Run. Angelica G, Christine Lepro, Jasmine Stonechild. We got Lacey, Lovely, and Baby Love. And then that's going to be a show. We're 1 hour in. We've got an hour to go. So it is time to close the list. Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent. Take off, you hoser. Okay, so right now for Angelica G, what's the universe advice for me in the month of February? What will earn me a lot of money for your goal? Hey, that's good. You know what earns money? Time and work, time and effort. I'm sorry, I know. It's like, man, I thought I was supposed to be new age and be able to manifest all this stuff. And then he just tells me to go out and get a job? Like, what? Like, hard work and effort? What's this guy, like some kind of boomer, man? Doesn't even know that you can make money from selling your mustache hair? Like, people are doing it. I saw on Twitch. Okay, I'm done. I'm not done. I ain't done. But yeah, I mean, just innately, I know that is a surefire way to speed things up in the money Just dedicate your time and your effort to anything, that which is required. Be of service, but do it in a way that's profitable for you. Okay. Remember, taxation is theft. Say it real fast, the algorithm won't catch it. Okay. Don't worry, WEF. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. We're having our own Davos over here. All right. Okay, it's good times. Good times. All right, let's focus in now for Angelica G. Tarot. Please show us Angelica G. What does Angelica G need to know? Okay, what is source? You asked for the universe. The universe. Okay, what does the universe want Angelica to know? That's the sound the universe makes while you're sleeping. Just kidding. Just kidding. Here we go. Here we go. You mean the universe to me, Angelica G. Not a joke. Not a joke. Not a joke. Okay. Six of Cups. Okay, that's good. Queen of Swords reversed. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Cups upright. All right. That's good. Don't walk away, Eileen. Okay. Wow. So, have you been butting heads with somebody, Angelica G? Because the advice for you is to this is like a peace offering that is long overdue, or some kind of admission is either coming your way, somebody is going to admit something to you in the month of February. The universe is asking you to pretty much tell somebody in your environment to grow up. Okay, I wonder if this is, I don't think this is a kid, but it's almost somebody in your immediate future is kind of either acting really irrational or really immature as of late. They're really moody, sometimes over emotional. If I'm describing you, I want to give you a big hug. If I'm not describing you, I feel that this is more so either somebody that you're butting heads with or some kind of child. We have the Ace of Pentacles reverse here as well. It's showing that making any drastic changes to the efforts that you're currently using to make or earn money will not bode well for you. I would not recommend switching careers or jobs at this time for you, but it almost feels I don't know if someone's trying to force you away, trying to force you out of a situation, trying to force something on you, but it's it shows somebody here just wanting to walk away, and it's yeah, good times, bad times, I've had my share, right? So this is what's meant by the 5 and the 3 and the 8 of Cups. There's a bit of magic in this, right? When times were good, I want to remember, I want to take these with me, I want to leave all the bad memories behind, right? It's almost like shutting off, like a child. When a child has certain thoughts that make that child sad, the natural reaction of the child, is to just not go there in mind, right? We as adults, we have a tendency to override this and kind of get in and do our shadow work and do the things that we need to do to understand more about the situation, our own part to play in any given situation, and things like this. It's about remembering that forgiveness plays a huge part, a huge role in something, in everything, any kind of misdeed, indications here that money might have been sifted away or kind of irrational, lost or spent irrationally, things of this nature. I'm really concerned about this Queen of Swords reversed here. This is somebody that is causing unnecessary stress or anxiety for you at present time, okay? And the Six of Cups reversed. It's wow. Universe wants to ask you, what does it take you to feel good? What does it take you? Does it take you double chocolate chip bubblegum cookie dough ice cream cone? Does it take you... What does it take you to bring you to bliss? Right? That's what the universe wants you to know. It's saying, understand bliss for what it is. Your goal, it seems a lot more far off than what it is. But don't change anything drastically as in terms of getting there financially. Use the time that it's taking financially to get to your goal to better prepare the other aspects that surround your project or your goal or your intention. And as you bring a quickening to those aspects, those areas of it, allow the money to grow. Okay, if you feel like you've done all you can do and you're just waiting on the money, then there's a sign that this project just might not be for you, or your goal, once you attain it, will lead to more goals, right? So you're in that constant flux. I don't think that you're not going to achieve your goal. I just think that it's going to take a while because there's no real big drastic change, and you're coming up against some sort of adversary, some sort of like irrational or immature or childlike or again just completely irrational person here. Okay? So Angelica G, I hope that made sense for you. Okay, I hope that reading resonated for you. I wish I had better news, but what it's saying is take the time that you need to find your bliss, to know like what blisses you out. If it's ice cream, so be it. You know, can we find more or other things that bring us to a state of elation that we love other than the pursuit of the goal? Because getting sidetracked is more of a direct route to your goal, believe it or not. Okay? Wu Wei, doing, not doing. You know, it's kind of like be the silent witness to your goal and watch it come to life on its own. You know, you try and drive a train to that goal. You know, a train brings up a lot of momentum. You can go flying on by and realize, holy smokes, that was easy. Remember the Staples button? That was easy. I did it. It was just like that. But I had to remind myself what the expected feeling would be when I achieved that goal. You know, it's almost like how people say, well, you need to get in that vibrational space of like, you know, you want to win the lottery, but you need to know what it's going to feel like to win the lottery before you can win the lottery, you know, man, and then you're guaranteed to win the lottery. It's not necessarily like that, but it is along those lines, right? It's not just as simple as that, I know. But big hugs to you, and whatever you can do to help alleviate that Queen of Swords. I'm not sure if it's an air sign in your environment or this is just somebody that is like, I don't know, completely, you know, you feel like you have to face this person every day. You know what I mean? Message retracted. Message retracted. I'm sorry. Hopefully I was resonating there. Hey, Lace. Hey, baby love. Christine. So that was for you, Angelica G. Thanks so much. My sinuses are draining, so I feel like we must have been hitting on some things there. Because when my sinuses start to let go, it's like, whoa. Sun's out, guns out, baby. Our baby. Hasta luego. Hasta la drink. Thank you. $1.49 day. Today. In stereo. Christine, now it's time for Christine. Hopefully Christine's here. Christine's an old friend of the program. We get around to everybody eventually. If you miss your turn, if you got to go feed your dog, your cat, your puppy, if you got to go look out the window, you got to press your nose up against it, you know, that's okay. We get around to everybody eventually. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Second call for Christine Lepro. I know Christine might have even like posted a question. Let me just go back, see how long it's been. Okay, what's coming for me? Oh yeah, Christine. Hopefully you didn't get somebody's reading. Ah! I know it's scary times. There she. What's coming? What's coming in? Kick open the door, open the windows. Something's coming in. Into the great wide open, under the skies of blue. Into the great wide open, a rebel without a clue. All right. See what's coming in for Christine. Christine, always a pleasure to read for you. Christine's been hanging with us since like 2018. That's core right there. Thanks for staying with us, Christine, for so long. Through the years, as they say. King of Cups, Ace of Swords, Star card. Wow. Everybody's like reverse, 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 straight up. All right. King of Cups reversed, Ace of Swords reversed, and the Magician reversed here. Be careful, Christine. It's kind of like spiritually, when you're on point, spiritually, when you're got a good heart, when you've kind of lived your life selflessly and always done your best and always served and gave what you could to the greater community, the greater good, things that made you feel good. What this does is it allows you to become very trusting because you see the good in everything and you see the good in everyone. But unfortunately, right now, in 2023, early 2023, we're kind of in a place where we have to be very discerning and very on our guard about things that would come into our life to fool us, to trick us, that they're not what they seem. And this was the card at the very start of the program. It goes right back to it. It's kind of like trickster season here for Aries. So be very careful of anything that's coming in your way. There's trust that comes through things that you realize are aligned with your dreams in the star card. As well, you may have an Aquarian friend that is always straight up with you, that steers you the right way. And if you yourself are an Aquarian, this is saying trust in yourself and be very careful of outside ideas and false promises at this time. Remember, everything in life, with the exception of a few good people, are a ripoff. It's all one big giant ripoff. The Matrix is a funny place. Like, everything out there is designed to separate you from your money and from your greater sense of self-awareness through its existence. I know that sounds scary as all get out, but at the end of the day, you got to think about it. Everything is a ripoff. You can still get good deals and you can still spend your money on things that you like. I'm not saying anything like that, but what I'm saying is like, there's a lot of stuff out there that we don't need, that we don't want to come in. And I guess to answer your question, when you ask that question, it's showing more about the things that you don't want to let in. You're at the door. So instead of like having the door flung open right now, be on guard at the door so that when the right message, when the right package arrives, you're there to receive it, right? But in the meantime, there's going to be a lot of, what do they call them? Solicitors and salesmen. Hey, ma'am, would you like to buy a vacuum? Well, look at the super duper deluxe slicer. It slices, it dices, it makes julienne potatoes. These kinds of things. Just remember to be very discerning over investments over the next little while. Things that you don't need, and as well, things that people or ideas that people might be pushing on you to invest in. Just be a little bit careful with that. As far as what's coming in, this is a good sign. The star card straight up. So you're kicking out illusion, you're kicking out lies, you're kicking out false promises and manipulation. All this stuff is not, it's all reverse, it's not coming in. So here is our focus, the star card. It's going to flow like water, Christine. It's like what's coming in is your realization that your higher self, your grand vision, your own personal infinite relationship with heaven it's going to mesh in. It's going to meld in. You're going to carry your individuality into a greater expression of yourself, which becomes your environment or like your own personal heaven. And you get to see this happen. You don't have to do it like they did in the old days and wait until you were dead. You can begin to access that information now and even catch some sneak peeks. You catch the season trailer, eh? You catch the movie. You get the movie, the previews. Don't eat popcorn through the previews. All right, so it's going to be really nice for you. I think on a visualization, vision questing, self reflection, inward, we call it, it's like spirit building. It's like, blowing up your own bubble. So you're like, whoa, I'm 1,000 feet tall kind of thing. And this is, this is the kingdom of Christine. And Christine shall rail over the kingdom of Christine because she dreamt it up. And there ain't no way anybody's going to come and trick her out of it. Right? That's kind of the message there in those cards. So hopefully that resonated, right? Because we can get distracted pretty easy, But she's all one big ripoff. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. And no salesperson will visit. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I love you, Christine. Thank you. I hope it resonated. Every time, yeah, it's been a while. My hair is turning gray. We're catching up with old friends from long ago, and certain friendships and relationships are going on. Oh wow, just quite for quite a time now. Speaking of relationships, we've got Jasmine Stonechild in the house, in the room. Hi, Christine. Good. I'm glad you're starting to see it, starting to be it, starting to feel it. That's good. Jasmine, what's on tap? What's on the go? What's happening? Yeah. Mana 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 na. Mana 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 ma. All right. Jasmine Stonechild says, "Hey." We say, "Hey is for horses. Invest in stable markets." Oh man, the pen is quicker than the hoof. All right. Would like a general reading for February, please? Absolutely. Absolutely. Loving on the generals. The third-party romance readings, I don't think they're really my forte. I don't think, it might not be the most popular thing to do, but you know what? Those are really tricky. Because we've really got to vibrate in that general direction. Thank you. Confirmation. Yeah, please. I'm always welcome to feedback as well. Doesn't mean you can't ask me love and relationship questions. It just means that it's like, if that is pertinent, if that's pertinent, then it's going to come out in your reading. If there's news to be had on a relationship, it'll come out in a general reading. But if you ask specifically a romantic question, it's really hard to nail it down. It's like, yes, he will write you a letter on the 27th of February, and he will tell you of all of his feelings for you, and you will fall madly between the sheets. It's not some Harlequin romance tarot channel. But we do have the romance angels, because they're romantic. So if you do have relationship questions, maybe we'll just go over there. As Tarot said, I've had enough. I haven't been around for the last 4 centuries to find out, if Betty Sue and Bobby John are going to be, hanging out next Thursday. Manama nama 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 for Jasmine. Manama nama nama nama. The Princess of Swords. The Ace of Cups. Temperance, very nice. And the Three of Swords reversed. Okay. Well, where do we begin? Let's begin at the beginning, shall we? February is mostly Aquarius season. We got this Princess of Swords. So this for you can be like a very intense and vibrant season, right? Because you're a fire sign, right? If I remember that correctly, you're a fire sign. So the air and the fire, like the air feeds the fire, and then the fire consumes the air, and it can just get very intense, and things can have a tendency to blow out of proportion really quickly. So make sure, no matter what you're doing, invested in, whether it's like workmates, family, whatever, your cohorts, your pals, cooler heads must always prevail. Like the dude abides. Like everything must be cool. And if things can be cool, then it's going to be like you have to be the coolness for both people, right? You might have a little situation on your hands where it's like somebody is like using their own naivety against you. and it's almost like laughable, but at the same time, it's so frustrating, right? And this person doesn't necessarily have to be an air sign. This could just be someone in your environment that's like quite a bit younger, that is like thinks they have all the answers, and you're like, it was like, I can't remember, we read for somebody the other day, and then we said like, you have to, even though it means so much to you, there are times where you have to live and let live, even though you want to protect and dominate and control it. But it's just a remembrance there that it's like you can't. It's like every little birdie needs to learn how to fly at some point. The big birds, they just kick them. They just Sparta kick them right out of the nest, and boom, boom, see you later. See you later. Come back when you figured some shit out, and then we'll have another conversation, right? It's almost kind of like what you tell somebody, and it's like, okay, because cooler heads haven't been able to prevail. Don't worry, it all comes around. It's going to be good. Something's pulling at your heartstrings. Ace of Cups reversed. You're like, where is it? Where's that next dopamine, not dopamine hit, but where's that next peak experience? We were just talking about this with somebody else as well. But it's kind of like you have found a level of self-love now that's like allowed you to level up, or it's allowed you to return to a place of like spiritual and emotional stability and surety within yourself. But you're like, now I want to share this, I need to get rid of the little bit that's left in the bottom of my cup so that it can be filled up with a brand new drink. And then that brand new drink is not going to be tainted by the flavor of the old drink because I left a little bit in the cup. Sometimes you need to like dump it all out. There might be somebody in your environment that you need to say like, it's been a slice, but I'm moving on here now. And the Ace of Cups as well, saying that February might be a month where, um, making time for other people is going to be important to you, but making sure that you're doing what you want with your own free time, because it's showing up as like not a lot of free time, but yet it's like consuming all of your love, and it's giving you like such a strong reason for being, such a strong reason for living, like actual living. Yes, 100%. And it's like, make sure that you are born anew. Sounds Christian all of a sudden. I'll send you to Catholic school. No, just kidding. I won't send you to Catholic school. It's almost like you're born again into the world each and every morning. You and your beloved. You and, so make sure that the energy is new and that the energy is fresh through some sort of maybe like habit, ritual, ceremony, anything like that, because it's like, the flavor of today must not remain in the stagnancy of yesterday, because if it does, then it's going to feel more like it's eating away at you than actually like giving you that purpose and that reason for living. Okay? And it's good because it's followed here by the Temperance card. I don't know why. I kicked the Princess of Swords out there. It says, start kicking all the cards that way. We've got the Temperance card here. You got it under control, though. You've got it handled. February is going to be no different. It's going to cause you no upset. It's going to cause you no surprises, no shake and bake. Your coolness will prevail through it all. So whatever you're pouring this cup into, it's showing that you have another cup to catch it. You're going to have more than what you originally thought you were going to have as well. And temperance is like the opposite of like what society nowadays calls like mental illness. Like everything, it's mental awareness, it's mental health, everything's mental, it's all mental. Right? The opposite of this mentality, this mental mentality that, everybody's under stress, everybody is under anxiety all the time, and people that deny, well, they're just truth deny, right? No, it's not like that. When you truly have temperance, you can say to yourself and unto the world, like, I am unfuckwithable bull. I'm unfuckwithable. And it can't on any level, spiritual, emotional, or even physical for that matter, with the wings being there, flying high through the air. And the uncertainty of February should feel more certain to you. It might take a little while for you to actually feel that, because there might be a situation brewing again here with this particular energy over here. And then here, let's focus mostly on you. These are your people. Here you are. This is you, right? How are we doing with our own progression of our healing, of our situation that says, I'm allowed to love again. I'm allowed to trust again. I'm allowed to know people on whatever level I want to know them without any fear or worry. And that your expectations can be met halfway by your heart. It's kind of like, there is love all around. There is love from many different sources. The romantic portion of it, sort of that Jack and Jill went up the hill, like I guess the traditional nuclear family idea, right? Which is like just this idea that people had for centuries that we were going to get together and make babies, and those babies would meet other people and make more babies. Like the beat goes on and on. So as that's in your mind, you're like, you know what? You already have your legacy. Now you need to find that place to, I guess, find the absurdity, find the cosmic joke in that which you seek being actually for you, being like willing to embrace you as much as you are willing to embrace it. That's tricky because your heart is still like kind of bandaged up, healing old wounds. Like we got her all, tied up together with old t-shirts and band-aids, and she's not going to bleed out. But props to you for this. Your energy speaks volumes, and it shows out into the world, and out into the places you go to be yourself. People, you're a head turner. People notice you, and it's on the physical and on the etheric level. So it's really good work. February is not going to throw you any curveballs. You just are dealing with, some of your people are requiring a lot of you, okay? And it's kind of like, some of it you can get out of, and some of it you have to put in your place, and some of it you have to live, and that is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's because it makes you want to live. It's because it makes you understand the beauty and live. It makes you, it's so much more like just this, it's like this, I can't even explain it. It gets out there from here. Okay, that's what these messages from Spirit, we get on it until then we run out of track, and then we're like, no, it's too far out there, okay? There's a tear in my beer, 'cause I'm lonesome for you, dear. Okay, that was Jasmine Lepro. Hey, everybody. No, not Jasmine Lepro. We read for Christine Lepro. This was for Jasmine Stonechild. My bad. Jasmine, much love. I'm glad you were around to check us out tonight. Thanks for being here. Never fear, Steve is here. Hey, Steve. You came in at a good time. Our list is closed. We're about an hour and a half into the program. And we've got 3 more readings to do, and then Steve there for the end of the night. Okay? 100%. Lacey. Oh, Iron Man. What is it? How did Iron Man? Oh, man. Iron Man. It's time for Lacey Iron Man, and then we've got Lovely Lovey, Baby Love, and then Steve is in the house to round us out tonight. Should be good. I think the stream's doing a lot better. I updated a lot of drivers, a lot of things. I tried to improve the bit rate and the connection, so hopefully we're not having those connection issues like we had the other time, last time we were here. Okay, so, Lacey's here. She's active in the chat. That's good. Good time for a friendly reminder. Good time for a refreshing moment. These refreshing moments. Okay, we did a fair amount of singing tonight. Thanks for putting up with it, you guys, and for being patient and waiting your turn. It's going to be free. That's how we do it. It's free. As long as you're willing to be patient, it's free. No salesperson will ever visit. Clears the bell, bro. Sweet. Yeah, the updating the drivers was a huge one. I think it was definitely on my end, because some people were connecting and some people weren't. So, you want to get ready for bed? Run, thanks for coming in tonight. Big stars, big hugs for Run to everybody. Gotta love you, Run. Hopefully your reading resonated for you tonight. It was a pleasure to touch base. 100%. Oh, I was gonna. Didn't you? You weren't. You were last when we were talking in the summer run. You were on your way to Georgia or Savannah, Georgia. Is that right? That seems random, but is that right? You were like going to. You were going on a trip. I see. I think that was you. Lazy Ironman says, "What's coming through for me?" Let's ask Tara. What is coming through? We have what's coming in, what's coming towards me, and now we've got what's coming through. Yes. The English language is like alphabet soup. All right. Good, good. Well, let's talk more about that when the next time we get together. I totally forgot when I read for you about that you had gone down there. So just sit back and try not to relapse. Just kidding. We're going to sit back and relax. Uh-oh, we got a flipper. 6 Cups is out here tonight. Bringing the intensity. Bringing the heat. It's good. Okay, what's coming through for Lacey? Tarot, show me Lacey. What's coming through for Lacey? All right, here we go, Lacey. We'll go back to the tarot table, see what's happening. Ooh, a direct connect. Something about a direct connection. Like you know this person, man. Like you know this person. 5 of Wands. The struggle is real. 7 of Wands reversed. Queen of Cups straight up. That's a beautiful card. King of Swords straight up. That's another beautiful card. And the 4 of Pentacles straight up. I don't know why I did 5. I've been doing 4. Sometimes I'm doing 5. Some people got... It's just whatever feels right. 5 of Wands. There it is off the beginning. The struggle is real, right? There's nothing that has been said or done that cannot be understood to a level where it's allowed to pass out of consciousness kind of forever. Does that make sense? Like you have an opportunity in your life to let go of grievances to the point where it's like, if you were to ever meet that person again, it would be like they would be a complete stranger to you. This could be somebody in the past that's hurt you. This could be somebody in the past that like maybe you didn't get along with. And now it's kind of like, instead of thinking about that person or those times, just be reassured, Lacey, that that will be less and less. And you give yourself permission to let go of certain things forever. Some of it, a lot of it actually happens naturally. You just don't think about a bad thing for so long. Eventually, you'll never think about it again, right? Even until the last 5 minutes. But the 5 of Wands is here saying that there's no burnt bridges except for the ones you choose, right? And these are like bridges in the mind. You also might, on the mundane level, be just in a very chaotic, competitively filled workplace or environment with a lot of people. Maybe you're like working with the public here and it's like you're exhausted, you know, but you put certain time and resources away for the finer things in life. I think that there is a person here that respects you tremendously. This could be your partner. This could be a potential partner. I'm not sure if you're together or you're single, but whoever this is showing up in your reading is somebody that respects you immensely and that you're actually a very good match with. The heart and mind being of sound connect. Queen of Cups, King of Swords. It's like a maturity of that bridge between your mind and your heart. This person respects you immensely, and it comes through. There's a lot of, I don't know, even if you're in a competitive situation where you feel like you have to keep your head above water in a certain situation. 4 of Pentacles, it could be showing up financially. 5 of Wands, like work like. If you're in that position and you feel like you're in a bit of a fight, rely upon somebody. Tell somebody about this. Like sit them down and have a lot. Like pick one of your friends or one of your partners that is a really empathetic listener, someone that's going to like listen to the point where it's like they understand what you're saying and they're going to relay feedback to you in a truthful manner where it's more than just what you want to hear, or it's more than just pandering, being like, oh yeah, you're right all along, so and so's a real big doucher, right? It's like this person is going to say, yes, like this is completely unfair on towards you, but at the same time, this is what you'll need to give in order to, just like somebody like that who can really listen to you, understand you, and is going to give you unbiased feedback. This is important, but somebody really respects you here. The Four of Pentacles up here as well is kind of like saying, don't worry so much about the future. When it comes time, we can only like enjoy one thing at a time, right? He's got the two under the feet so that the wind doesn't blow it away. He's got the one up top so it's on his mind, but he's out of sight, out of mind, right? But you can really only appreciate the one thing at a time. And this person's aware of it. So don't worry too much about the future. You will have time for these other things. Just remember, whatever's in your immediate sensory experience right now should be the most prevalent thing. And I don't know, maybe this is just somebody that that's like daydreaming a lot, or sometimes you catch yourself really daydreaming and you're wondering about, I guess, sort of the practicality of what you're doing at times. Like, is it beneficial? Does it look good in the eyes of others? Will it benefit me in the long run? Kind of what's coming in is like a message to say, forget about all that. Enjoy that which you have today, very much so, and with the people that you have today. And again, I just feel like you have a lot you need to get off your chest. You need to tell somebody the way it is, or tell somebody like the elephant in the room, or what, it might hurt to say it, but it needs to be said, kind of thing. And there's maturity enough to like be on both the speaking and the receiving end of that, right? There's a good partnership for you. If you're partnered up, I like this person a lot. And if you're currently single, somebody's coming in and you'll recognize them by being somewhat like strong facial features, like strong cheekbones, a little bit taller. They might be a little bit more fair-skinned than typical. Not assuming race or gender at all, but more fair than what they naturally like would feel like, it's either like a lighter hair color, and as well, this person is going to seem sincere. Well, be sincere. You can't seem sincere. It's just not sincere. People see through that sincerity. They're going to be sincere, and you're going to recognize that through prolonged eye contact, and a general willingness, again, to give you that unbiased feedback. Okay? Lacey, that's what came through for you. Whew! That was a reading. Thank you so much for being on the program. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Feel free to come and vibe with us anytime. And if I've read for you before and I've forgotten, that's just the nature of it. I'm not going to even apologize. I'll just be better. I won't be sorry. I'll just be better. But if this is your first or was your first time here, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you decide to stick around. All the people that come here to chat are very arrived human beings. We are very, very, very much very, okay? Even though we don't know a goddamn thing about the Tao Te Ching. Wu Wei Hammond and a golden ring. Rapping. What is it? I went down to the Comic-Con dressed like an automaton, and everybody there was recovering from the Omicron. Manon. Do. Manon. Do. Who's next? What is going on? Who writes this shit? Okay, lovely. It's time for lovely, 100%. Then we have baby love and our friend Stevie. Sorry, Stevie. You want me Stevie today? Oh man, it's like you sweetened up my coffee with a little stevia. Oh, Saint Stephen with a rose, in and out of the garden he goes. Country bumpkin in the wind or the rain, wherever he goes, the people all complain. Yes, it's your turn, lovey. go ahead and post a question of the reader. If you're new here as well, don't forget, if you like the live stream, it really helps the channel. Really, because subscribing makes you feel good. I need no reads. Not caught in the reads, so I don't need no reads. That was a fishing reference. I love you too, man. I love you too. Sorry if that's your preferred pronoun. My preferred pronoun is hey dude, buddy guy, homie, what's up, fucker, and whatchamacallit. Okay. Love reading, please. Been single too long, too dang long. Yes, haven't we all? Haven't we all? Well, not all of us. We got some connected folks in here. Much love, Lacey. Thank you so much. Much love. Okay. Been single. So, yeah, let's take a look at the love energy surrounding lovely lovey. I feel like we just got love on the mind. Like your username is lovey, and you asked about love. But you've been single. Right? Johnny Angel. Johnny Angel. Well, how does it go? Echo Beach, far away in time, Echo Beach. Okay, this is for lovey. Please show us for lovey, the love energy surrounding lovey. Love is love. Oh, 3 of coins. Good. Chariot, better. 5 of cups, reversed. Not too bad. Ace of wands, reversed. King of cups, reversed. Okay. So the King of Cups reversed up next to this Ace of Wands. This is kind of like a little bit disconcerting. This is almost like, well, not disconcerting, just straight up concerning to me. The type of fellas that you would normally be attracted to might not be the ones that you work best with. I feel like a lot of men that you're like maybe in your age range or in that you've like currently, it's almost like the reading is saying, what's the point? What is the point of the query? Even though I asked about the loving energies around you. So I guess let's start at the start. I get ahead of myself sometimes. 3 of Pentacles. You work well with others. You play nice with others, which is good. It's kind of like, how can I say that? Okay. Being a kind human being makes the world around you and the people that come into your world compatible with kind or kind themselves. Your environment, the characters in your story also become kind when you yourself are kind, which you are kind of. Kind. No, you are kind, right? Now, that said, there are people that come across as kind that are only kind because they realize that being kind makes their world kind. Okay, bear with me for a minute. And on the surface, this can seem manipulative. This can seem narcissistic. Because it's like, if you knew that the only reason to be kind was so that your life would get better, would that not just be being kind for all the wrong reasons, for selfish reasons? Is the very definition of narcissism, but yet has the very best byproduct, which is kindness, right? But there's also another route. It's like you could just naturally be kind and then have the revelation that kindness makes the world and life better. And in knowing that, that doesn't make you narcissistic, but it can also attract the former, right? The people that are kind only as a result of wanting to get more, what is it? More flies with honey. that sort of thing. It's only about getting what they want. They're only kind to a point to get what they want. And I feel like you were either in a relationship with that type of person, or that is the type of person that you might have been attracting as of late, which is why things don't seem to ever work out. Relationships don't tend to stick, or like romantic thing endeavors don't seem to become more altruistic for you in terms of their greater sense of what they provide. Now, the sense of togetherness from a clearly mechanical point of view is to make babies, right? And again, this wand reverse is kind of like, asking what's the point, or where's the boner here? Where's the erection? What direction is the erection, right? But keep charging straight ahead in playing well with others and doing what you do. But there's a mirrored energy around all of this. It's very watery, it's very subtle, and it's very like almost like ghastly, like as in like farts, like gas. It's kind of like it's very tricky because it's not that you're over discerning. I just feel like you attract odd people, right? Right? Exactly. So it's kind of like that level of kindness does more in the world, and people that need to learn that kindness or that need help come to somebody that is that kind, where it's like you feel like you want somebody that can just understand it and be chill with it. And that's what I mean by that, right? We just need one plain man, just one plain old. He wants to be. Is he a pilot? He's a pilot. Check it out. I just need one. I just need one plain man. Oh man, I haven't laughed that hard on a live stream in quite a while. We just need one pilot. Go to the airport and sit at the bar. You'll find him. Okay, settle down, Horseshack. But yeah. Anyways, that's the messages I got for you tonight. Just be like pearls before swine, baby. Make sure, and know that if you want something bad enough, eventually you'll get motivated to go and get it. You will overcome all inhibitions to go and get it. So if you're sick and tired, if you're mad as hell and you're not going to take it anymore, then get your ass down to the street and start in on the kazoo there around the old dumpster fire. Just kidding. It's 2023. I shouldn't be like that. But that's what I'm saying, right? Maybe for you it's the club. Maybe for other people it's different things, right? It's about the community they're in and around and with. And it's kind of like align your person with something other than the intangible. Make your connecting thing not about something intangible. I mean, love or kindness or things like that. Your connection should be like concrete, like physical, like table making, basket weaving, painting pictures, something of this nature is going to do more to attract it, because the whole essence of this reading, let's just go back to it for a second, is the cards ask me right off the top is like, what's the point? It's almost asking me to ask you, like, you have your life being single and you want one plain man, but before you achieve that, you have to be very honest with yourself and saying, why exactly do I want this? What is the point of having this? Because your higher self and your spirit is not going to stand for anything less than the best. Okay? No, that's just the way I don't mean to make light of it, but oh dang it, it can be tough to get around that. It was a lot easier back in the 30s and 40s, and you would just shack up because you needed to survive. You just shack up because it's hard these days. It's difficult. That's what I mean. You gotta put finer touch on it. You gotta have that level of self-discovery, and then you gotta find those things, like those areas in life where it's like you can meet people while doing something, in order so that there's a point, that there's some like glue to like stick the foundation together. And as Steve says, you could just pray for it. You could just pray. Why not? Prayer is beautiful. It is the number one. It's the hotline bling, yo. It's the number one. Yo, what's up? I just, it's been a while since we talked. And you know what? I just got to put this out there. I just got to air this and say, like, this is what my heart truly desires right now. And you can do it. It is your direct connect to your personal infinite relationship with Source. So Steve is absolutely right. Never underestimate the power of a prayer in regards to it in all earnestness. Ernest goes to jail. Ernest P. Worrell. What was Jim Varney's shtick? No. Guy made $1 million doing it. Yeah, you think I could get away with that shit today? No. This is YouTube, man. This is this is a good stuff. So lovely. Let's be more like Lovely Dewey. Let's just have one lovely there. Love is love. I love what I'm doing, and I want to find someone that also loves doing this. And then you'll be doing it well. Dude, it's an LL Cool. That was like the third LL Cool J reference. Was he really that cool? He was Cool J. Lots of love. Okay. So that brings us to the last reading of the night. Baby love, thank you so much for being so patient. Blackout. It's a blackout. All right. I-24. I think we have that's a good bingo. That's a good bingo. Yeah, bingo. There's a great idea. Great ideas brought to you by the good people at the Real Thank You Water. Programming notes, we don't have any because we're still kind of in a reboot phase. We're just whatever. So it's good. It's really good. It's enjoyable being here. We're at the 2-hour mark and we have one reading left to go. So again, thank you all for coming. It's been another lovely, perfect night. Oh, I see Ange is here. Hey, Ange. I'm going to get you the last card because Steve deferred tonight. So you get the last oracle, okay? And then we'll get into some tarot for you when we catch you on another program. So welcome to Ange Love. Thank you so much. Okay. What's up? Except Otis, yeah. And then there was Green Acres. There was all them golden oldies. Nothing but solid values of procreation. Survival and procreation. That's where it's at. I gotta leave a legacy. Dude, it's 2023. Can you believe it? We made it this far. Thanks for sticking with me through the years, gang. Christine Lepro was here today. I see Ange Love is in the house now too, and Steve is here. So yeah, thank you so much. You're welcome, lovely lovey. So baby love, you're up. You're it. This is it. This is the number one go down. You're looking bright and bubbly there in your little dot. You see beautiful stuff going on. You're all so beautiful there in your little dots. And Empress, oh yeah, Empress, you missed your turn. Oh man, Empress. King of Swords. Okay. You're gonna, well, how does that saying go? There's gonna be a Randy man at your door. Oh my goodness. Too much fun. Go ahead, baby love. It is your time. You have my undivided attention. And so yeah. So no programming notes, no production notes. We're just kind of in the reboot phase. We're going to try and continue to hit it like twice a week for a couple hours each time, so I don't go knucking futs, lose my mind, and then have to ditch again. But the energy is a lot more settled around my physical environment, so we got some, knock on wood, stays that way. The great gypsy adventure, the great COVID gypsy adventure of 2020 has finally come to an end 3 years later, and we landed at these undisclosed coordinates. Just general. Okay. That's good. Maybe we should just do that. We should just do it. This is a general reading channel. This is like, everybody that comes here just gets a straight up general cards of whatever words come, right? I don't know. I feel like when we tailor or structure these readings to third parties and things like that, it's like, it hits into that area where it's just like, oh man, I don't feel like the resonance is really there, because sometimes people their own desire for what they really, really want in life really muddles the connection of the entire reading. It's that the desire is so strong. Maybe I'm just getting old. I can't hack it anymore, buddy. Buddy, you can't hack it anymore. The only thing I'm done collecting stuff except for dust. Now all I collect is dust. My hair is turning gray. I'm losing my mind. You guys will be here to witness it. And hopefully we can still continue doing this for as long as we're here at the beach. As long as the environment is temperate. And, all right. Just general readings now, please, for Baby Love Tarot. Show us Baby Love. Show us the cards Baby Love needs to see. Show us the messages. Tell us the messages that Baby Love needs to hear. All right, for February. We're in Okay, let's go, Baby Love. Oh, dang. 10 of Cups. Oh, dang. Judgment. Every day is a winding road. Okay. I don't know. I have a feeling here like there might be certain trust issues that someone is either having with you or you are having with them. And it kind of threatens, I don't know, it either threatens a relationship or it threatens a friendship. Either that or somebody around you has really sporadic energy as well. It's almost like it feels like every time you see them, every time you meet them, they're in a different frame of mind and it's never the same. This person might also have a tendency to like go really fast, like go really quick. And it's almost like, Jesus, I can't even keep up with you. Or my goodness, just slow down so I can like relate, so that I can, or you know what? Take time to consider my thoughts and feelings on the time together, rather than we're just going to do, it's just going to be how you say it's going to be, and that's the way it's going to be. And maybe that's where this larger trust issue is arising. Part of you is like, okay, in a relationship, we take the good, we take the bad, we take them both, and there we have our ideal marriage, or our ideal togetherness. But when it comes to like having to take the bad, I feel like there's a part that's like wanting to make a stronger call of like being like, I don't know how much of this aspect of you or this part of you I can actually handle, right? This quick moving energy. But it's almost like this fast moving energy takes its time to slow down for you. But then it speeds right back up again, and you feel almost like something slipped through your fingers, or you weren't quite able to grasp it. You weren't quite able to like make the good feeling last, kind of thing, right? We talked about that earlier, about chasing those peak experiences in life, almost just like a drug addict. But what I get a sense of here is kind of like, if you've arrived at a place in your life where you feel very happy, don't trick yourself out of thinking that it's too good for you. Don't ever tell yourself that you don't deserve it. Or don't ever tell yourself that you deserve less than what you originally signed up for, especially if it's contractual, okay? If we're doing things like this. The mind can play tricks on the heart. It's almost like we have to rein it in, like a bad monkey at the zoo. Like, this is the monkey. The brain is the monkey. It's the one doing out there throwing all the poo around. And you're like, monkey, you got to quit. You got to quit it. You got to be a better monkey. You got to smarten up. And this is your mind. This is your mind now, because it's like almost like it's telling you fantasies or fairy tales about things that you have no way of knowing whether they're true or not. And there's no judgment on you. There's no judgment on this channel, only laughter and good times. But if this is something that you're going through where it's like you overthink a situation to the point where it's like kind of stirs up feelings of like either like guilt or trust or words that are best left unspoken. It's like, again, becomes the elephant in the room, or something that is too touchy to touch. Having to mentally kind of like walk on eggshells, being like never knowing whether this is a good time or this is a good area of conversation to approach, with this certain person because somebody just, it seems awesome, but somebody's afraid that it's all going to fall down. And ultimately, if it ever does all fall down, it was because of believing that it was too good to be true, or that it eventually would fall down, so to speak. Okay. Seven of Swords being there is kind of, that's that feeling of like the sand running through your fingers. It's kind of like we can only do what we can do. Other people are going to live up to our expectations, be loyal unto us, be dignified unto us, or they're not. We can't control what they will always choose. And we can work ourselves up to in a frenzy worrying about that. But at the end of the day, all of that is beyond us. All of that becomes the other person, right? So grab some popcorn, sit back and enjoy the show. Remember, celebrate the good times and try not to overthink this particular partnership, this particular togetherness, um, because it's not helping. The worry won't help whatsoever. And just be careful of as well about people around you and mutual friends. This is the season of the trickster. This is Aquarius season. This is things are not always as they appear kind of time of year. Okay? And it's not. So enjoy the show. Be very discerning as well. With the Judgment card up there by the Ten of Cups, it's also as well, make sure that you're not giving ideas too much of an emotional investment. Like whether this happens or doesn't happen, it's like Chicken Little, or the fucking sky is falling, like the world's fucking coming to an end if this does or doesn't happen. Because you know what? That can trick you out of manifesting your happiness as well. And that's what we want, is to promote the happiness and friendliness of all. But at the end of the day, we can only allow others to do or say or feel the way that they're going to feel. And, we don't have to accept it. If it's beyond our ability to receive it, or if it's just plain ugly, then we don't have to. You go stink up some other place, right? But at the same time, it's like, there's no risk of that. I don't see it in the cards here. It shows that everything remains hunky-dory. You just don't need to feel overwhelmed. You don't need to put this much thought into it. Or you have to stop your brain before it starts putting too much thought into it. It's kind of like you got to feel that other person's energy. You got to feel that other person's resonance, that other person's aura. You got to just kind of like Jimi Hendrix, experience that other person in the very real, immediate experience. And maybe this is a situation where maybe you have too much time thinking about the person than actually getting to be with them. And if this is the case, again, establish some sort of connection where it's like you guys can begin to feel. And if it is, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Reassurance. If you're looking for reassurance from this person, don't be afraid to ask for it directly. Don't expect it to come, because there could be a mental disconnect there. One person thinking that it's not even necessary for it to happen when the other person's desperately needs that reassurance. And just because nobody said anything, then it becomes, we freak right out. So if you do need just to ask for it. Men are blockheads. Yes, we are. I shouldn't assume gender, but people are blockheads. Yes, we are. But it's not always that person's fault, because if they didn't know, then the ignorance is a beautiful ignorance. It's not the ignorant kind of ignorance. Okay? 100%. Oh, Canso you, I'm so sorry. Our list is closed tonight. We're all done for the evening, but we do get around to people eventually. I'll write your name down so that I remember you. Canso you. Okay? And thank you, baby love. So sweet. You're so beautiful. And just thanks for vibing with us. Thanks for just being you. This ping. It's like change the chi. Change the chi. Baby love is here. So cancel you. What I would encourage you to do is just hit the subscribe button so that you can see on your YouTube live feed when we're live. And then that way I can try and fit you in when we're fresh in a program. Okay, Lots of love. Thanks for understanding. I've been at this for a couple hours now, and we're just winding her down and shutting her down right now. So thank you. Guaranteed, we're going out and about. We're going for a rip, bud. And you can come back and join us anytime. Okay? Baby love, my baby love. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, does that guy have tight underwear? Oh no, wait, that's me. Okay. Not quite the boxers, not quite the briefs, but the real nut huggers. They're the real nut huggers. All right. I don't know who writes this stuff, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's easy. No programming notes. That was the last reading. We've got, if Ange is still here, I promised Ange an Wordle. You playing Wordle, Ange? Stop it. Just fucking pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. But attention doesn't pay me. Aha, smart ass. Okay. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Yeah. Dude, and the king's horses and the king's men, just a bunch of lunatics. Okay. They thought they could put them together again. Like how? Like, come on, read the room. He's an egg. All right. Good night, baby love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Angie, are you still here? Angie. Hey, Angie. Ange love. Here we go. All right. But we had a good time tonight. It was fun. Special thanks and shout out. I mean, man, Ling the Aries, thank you so much for the super sticker. To the moderators, that would have been Steve, Empress. Hey, Ange. Steve, Empress, and Ling the Aries. Thank you to our moderators. Thank you to old friends Christine Lepro and Runt. And everybody else in between. We're talking about Anjali, who missed her turn again. It's probably like triple digits for her now. Missing readings on this channel. Casmo, who we read for him, it didn't even resonate, and they were still like, thank you. That was weird. We dropped the ball. I dropped the ball tonight. I gave a reading that was like completely off base. It was unreal. It was out of control. The L, Angelica G, Jasmine Stonechild was here. Lots of love to Jasmine Stonechild. Lacey, and the lovely Love Machine, Baby Love. And now we got Angie and Cancel. So yeah, this is a nice little program. That's good. That's good. This is gonna be okay. If you go back, when the reading reposts, I did a few of these at the very start of the program tonight. So, Ange, when you have a question, you be sure to come back and catch us again on another program, Ange, so we can get some tarot out. Well, thanks, Lacey. I appreciate you for that. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for checking us out. And yeah, come back every time. It's a lot of the same, but it's a little bit different. You're gonna hear more profanity than profundity around here. It's professional profundity at its best. Davos has got nothing on us. We're the real masters of the universe. Those guys are only the pretend jobbies. Wait, was that culturally inappropriate? I went with pretending in Punjabi. That might not have been appropriate. I'm not going to be sorry. I'll just be better. Okay? Because I'm better I feel better about myself. Okay, don't worry about it. We're old school here. We're old school. We're not even woke. We're not the woke crowd. We are the arrived crowd. Okay. Speaking of a crowd, look at this. That's beautiful, Angela. You got the card of Grandfather Sky. I'm going to hold it here because that's just kind of nice just to do it that way. What have we got? We got Venus rising high above the crescent moon. Okay. The storm clouds are rolling away. I have a feeling that this summer, Ange, is going to be a summer of clarity for you. There's going to be like a lot of fogginess leaving your mental spaces, a lot of uncertainty that is clearing up. You're going to feel stronger pulls of direction and ways. I guess ways is the right word. Ways that you can go, ways that you can perceive which is sitting and fitting best for you. Okay, I really like this card. It has like overtones of like celestial cohesion, if that's the right word. Like you are together with the stars. You're going to be feeling together with the greater Ange, the Ange that is like her own universe, her own personal space. And again, much like we've seen, like this is happening in the summertime for you. This is about like better weather and better days ahead. Um, and again, remembering that in the spirit of air and in the spirit of Aquarius season, you're untouchable, right? They can come at us with like every type of thing that's based in fear or created in order to be a ripoff. There's not very many things in this world right now that are not a ripoff, but the grandfather sky and your connection with Source is not one of those things. It's kind of like it's the grand design where it's like, and that's I guess the removing of the fogginess or the clutter that I feel for you, because it's like everything unimportant is just gonna fall away. It's just gonna, you won't even have to decide what's important. You won't even gonna have to try. It's just gonna be like, and it's gone. It's just like whoosh, and you're gonna be like, now this is the way that I'm going, right? Yeah, there's going to be cohesion with the heavens, not in a bad or spooky kind of way, but like a cohesion with the heavens where it's like you're going to begin to experience like both heaven on earth, and your ideas will come to full visualization of what heaven is aside from the shenanigans going on here on planet Earth. Okay, so it's going to be like juxtaposed against each other, but also cohesion. It's going to be like together in that vision or together in that clarity. That makes sense. Okay, always good to touch base with you, Angie. You got beautiful, beautiful energy, and it's ready now for some clarity. I feel like there's a lot there was some fogginess or clutter that's been in there, maybe through the winter season, or maybe just through like coming out of this whole craziness or your life in the last year and a bit here. It's like it will be coming to an end. It's like a longer cycle is kind of coming to a close for you. So that's kind of nice, right? Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's why people are like, this is the most absurd frigging tarot channel I've ever seen. And we're like, yeah, because absurdity is the place where you go to when everything else has already made sense and no longer does. Like, you see, you made sense of it to the point where all the sense in the world doesn't make any sense. So all that's left is absurdity. It's like Rick Moranis in Spaceballs when he's telling the spaceship to go faster than the speed of light, and all of a sudden they just go to plaid, right? That kind of energy. That's why the absurdity. That's why the kookiness. I guess you could say it's because there's nowhere left to go. There's nothing else that conveys it. I guess if that makes. I'm always like defending. Does that make sense? Is this just like my brain is like trying to interject itself into what is actually fucking going on here, which is really cool stuff, right? At the end of the day, they're gonna be watching us in like 2186 and being like, I don't know if we can teach the children about this person. Like the digital imprint is there. Can we bury it? Can we hide it? We just found it. It's fucked. It's straight fucked. But I mean, can we tell the children? Can we show the children? Are we able to? And then in their futuristic, the AI will come along and say, you will show the humans, right? And we'll be laughing from our beach with that Venus point of view, right? Okay, well, thanks, everybody. That's it. It's been, oh, wow, almost an hour and 20 minutes. So thank you so much for joining me. I think we're going to call it for a night. Until next time, keep fit, have fun. No, wait, that's something else. Until next time, love, knowingness, and bliss. Ta-ta for now. Ciao, ciao. And it's Wiedersehen from Kaiser Smutsel.